Hi, welcome back to another Love is Blind recap / reaction, episode 7, 8, and 9. And holy moly, have things changed. Damn, I didn't expect for some of these relationships to crash and burn the way it did. I mean, I've had diets that lasted longer, and that's saying something. Alright, I'm going to do a combined recap of all 3 episodes, but I'll separate them couple by couple, and then I'll put timestamps so you can skip around if you want. And let's just start with Brittany and Kenneth. Our God-loving, faith-driven, wholesome, adorable, innocent, loving couple. Remember how we thought these two were most definitely gonna make it? Wrong! I don't know what happened, but Ken switched up so fast. He went from loving, caring, affectionate to aloof, cold, and totally detached. Now, I feel like you could kind of, just sort of, start to see it when he talked to her about his conversation with AD in the hotel room.
She brought up kids. How were our kids perceived race? The questions that AD was asking me it gave me very much like true concern.
And I thought she tried her best to be supportive. And I don't know, maybe he wasn't satisfied with her answers, or maybe he just never had to think about what an interracial relationship would entail, because he did say this was the very first relationship that he's ever had with a white woman, whereas she has dated a black man before, if I'm remembering correctly. So perhaps he never had to ask himself these questions, and now he just is overwhelmed and he feels like it's not the best thing for him. I don't know what happened, but like I said, it wasn't so bad. He seemed pretty okay with her answers.
I can hear you say that to me.
Right.
But when I'm able to see you, like,
You have to see it
in the world, like, that's the thing.
Actions aligning with words.
But then they go on a boat ride, and what the hell? It was so awkward and so painful to watch. He barely spoke to her, and she tried really hard to keep the conversation going, but he'd give such short answers, and then he would look away.
I feel so happy.
That is a...
Oh my God, so awkward. Oh, you can totally tell in her body language she's very uncomfortable. She's not okay with the silence. They talked about physical touch, and she was like, you know, you can touch me more. Like, you're so far away. You seem very uncomfortable. Like, are you okay with physical affection? And he's like, oh my God, I love physical affection. I feel like I can't keep my hands off of you. And she's like, really? Because you've barely touched me today. And he's like, really? Oh, weird. Okay. And then right after they have that conversation about how he lacks physical affection, he lays down by himself on the boat. And it's not like he invites her in or pulls her in or nothing.
Like, sometimes I'm like, you can touch me more.
Oh,
Well,
what the f? She's literally begging him to touch her more, to show her more affection. And he just goes, yeah. And then he lays down.
Hold on, stick your arm up just a little bit more. Up, 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 up.
Are you kidding? It's as if he didn't want her to lay down. I'm speechless. The only time he got excited or remotely happy was when they saw dolphins. And all of a sudden, his face lit up and he was like, oh my God, dolphins. I love dolphins. I love dolphins ever since I was a kid. I went to go see dolphins. I have a picture with him. I have a keychain of dolphins. Dolphins this, dolphins that. Sir, maybe you're on the wrong show, okay?
oh, that would have been fun. Dolphins. I love that. Have you ever swam with dolphins before?
No!
Dolphin I had, his name was Ken.
Shut up.
You got me talking though.
Can I have dolphins on aisle 2, please?
Aww.
All the time?
I got a dog.
Wait, so he just acknowledged that he hasn't been talking. And she also acknowledged that he hasn't been talking. So why isn't he talking? After their vacation ended, all the couples flew to Charlotte and they were set up in these newly furnished homes that they were supposed to live together as a couple. And they got their phones back. They were able to go back to work. They just had to resume their normal daily lives. So they're in their new home. Brittany's unpacking. And what is Ken doing? He's on his phone.
I'm gonna start with bathroom stuff first. Is that okay?
Yeah, babe, do you think?
I'm gonna do left side of the sink.
Yeah, babe, that's cool.
Okay, that's fine. All right. He said he was really excited to have his phone back. He said he missed it very much. I get it. He's a busy man. He's a principal. He's running a school. He's probably got emails to catch up on. All right, I'll give him that. So she's unpacking. He's on his phone. She's organizing the closet. He's on his phone. She's cleaning the bathroom. He's on his phone. She's setting up the drawers. He's on his phone.
Is the bed comfy?
Yeah, it's smooth.
Oh, it's memory foam. Are you gonna unpack with me?
Yeah, I'm trying to finish responding to these emails.
Do you have a preference on left or right?
Oh my God. He's so focused on his phone, he doesn't hear anything. He doesn't notice anything happening around him. He's just tap, 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 scroll, scroll, tap, tap, scroll, scroll, tap, tap. Dude, that would have fucking irritated the shit out of me. Brittany had so much patience. She was a literal angel, okay? Because if I were there, he would have seen the devil that night. Another thing that pissed me off so much.
I'm feeling like tonight could be like a chicken night.
Do you want me to cook tonight or we want to get food tonight?
It's the first night in the crib. You gotta cook. You gotta.
Oh, so you're gonna make me cook?
Yeah.
I can't enjoy the first night, huh?
We're gonna enjoy the food together.
Finally, he puts his phone down for a second and he gets up from the bed. And I'm thinking, oh my God, he's finally gonna help her.
I'm gonna go chill downstairs.
Okay.
What? You're gonna what downstairs? I can't believe he didn't even offer to help. Wow. And guess what he's doing downstairs? He's on his freaking phone. It's a brand new day and the same old shit. They're in the kitchen and she wants to talk and he's on his phone again. Yeah. Brittany started sharing her feelings about how she doesn't feel like Ken gives her affection and his energy has shifted. Something's missing. Something's a little different. And he's like, what?
Like, I feel like that desire and crave between you and I is like the missing piece.
For you. Because for me, that's not true for me. So if you feel like you don't have a crave for me, thank you for telling me that. But I don't feel like I'm missing the crave for you.
And then he tries to say that when he is affectionate, she doesn't want to receive it. And they talk about what happened the other night, and he tried to use that as an example. So apparently, Kenneth was out until 1 a.m. He got home. Brittany was sleeping because it's 1 a.m. She had to get up at 5 a.m. for work. You'd think he'd quietly get ready for bed and then just slide on in as quietly as possible so Brittany doesn't wake up, right? Well, no, that's not what happened. Do you want to know what he did? Do you want to know what he did? He turned on all the lights and he woke her the F up and he tried to get a little affection from her at 1 a.m, knowing that she had to wake up at 5 a.m. So he's using that as an example to use it against her, to be like, see, I tried to be affectionate, but you rejected me.
Even last night when I woke you up, I was trying to be very affectionate. You pushed me off of you. I was in that mode and you weren't. So when we talk about like why are
Because it was 1:30 in the morning and she was sleeping.
certain things not progressing, we gotta also be introspective about the parts that we are playing too in that role. I don't feel as if you are being introspective about the role that you had played for me as a man in regards to that level of intimacy.
She's like, just something's missing. I don't feel that pull, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, so what you're saying is it's not gonna work. We're done. Freaking sobbing and he's on his phone. Wow.
This is not going to work.
I don't know if that's like a way for like a defense mechanism for, I don't know.
But I do want you to find the person you were actually supposed to be with, even though it's not me and I thought it was.
Thank you. That's sweet.
Give me a hug so you know it's no beef.
That's it?
Right?
You can't put your phone. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We've been here before.
And that's how their relationship ended. I know. I don't think anybody expected this to go downhill so freaking fast and so brutally the way it did. Mind blown. Brittany deserves so much better. Let's move on to Chelsea and Jimmy. So at the end of the last episode that we covered, we saw Chelsea and Jimmy get into this huge argument over and over. They were arguing about the same exact thing, and eventually they made up by the end of the night after Jimmy's 528th apology. I guess after that fight, the two of them really connected physically and emotionally, and things were so good. They were laughing, having a great time, banging each other's brains out. I mean, everything was so good, right? Right? Well, that starts to change a little when they go back to Charlotte. They're in their new apartment and they're looking around. They actually visit each other's apartments too. And I think he met her friends and it went really well. Her friends like Jimmy, Jimmy likes her friends, and they all got along really great. And I guess a couple days go by and then we get this scene where Chelsea's upset because Jimmy hasn't been talking to her all day. She hasn't seen him. He's so busy working. He's in meetings. He's at work. Work. So his workday finally ends. He goes to the kitchen. She's in the kitchen and she tells him how she feels. You barely spoke to me. You never looked at me. I feel like whenever you say you love me, you don't mean it. I mean, it's the same exact fight.
And then he didn't really acknowledge me being here at all, really.
Really wanted to, pay for your dinner, and so that was me taking care of you.
I don't even need you to take care of me financially. I just emotionally, coming up to me and grabbing my face, kissing me, telling me I'm pretty, or good morning. I'm so excited to spend the day with you today.
Oh, poor Jimmy.
You didn't kiss me one time today.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm gonna be sad.
Just right now.
Oh, God.
I'll work on kissing you a little bit more.
No, babe, that's not it. I did feel especially after our conversation about Jess, I think just you seeing a picture of her, I was like, man, maybe he's just wondering what would life be like with Jess.
A picture
I
of
didn't
her?
bring her up because I was picturing a life with her. I brought her up because Jeramey brought it up to me.
Mm-hmm.
He asked if I saw Jess, and I haven't. And he showed me her Instagram and basically was like, she looks like a Kardashian. And I only say that because it was brought up and I just wanted to fill you in.
Oh, God. Okay, first of all, I was so pissed off that we didn't get a reaction of him seeing Jessica for the first time. Why didn't they have a big meetup right after their trip to the Dominican Republic so that we could get a reaction of everybody seeing each other for the first time? Chelsea, Trevor, and Jimmy and Jessica. Did he need his EpiPen? We don't know because we didn't get that scene.
I want to have a life with you. I want that more than anything at this point.
You gave me this.
I do love you.
I want to feel it, and I don't really feel it right now. Today and yesterday, I didn't really feel it.
What do you want him to do?
I'm not going to be able to tell you I love you every single hour of the day just because I'm working from home.
Jimmy's trying to still convince himself and her that he loves her. He wants to spend the rest of his life with her. He chose her. She is his future. Blah, 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 blah. And Chelsea doesn't believe it.
I love you to death, and I really do care about you. But truthfully, you've been a little clingy.
Oh, my God.
Clingy?
Well, you're saying you want me to give you more love and affection, and I feel like you're giving me too much.
Clingy?
Are
you fucking kidding me? You mean you're calling me clingy? That was fucking rude.
I have told you I love you more than any of the guys have told their fiancés.
I don't give a shit about them.
And I admit it every time I told you.
Okay.
I really do love you.
I feel like shit.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh because I know she's very upset, but
For you to say I'm clingy when I'm trying to do things for you to prove to you,
I'm telling you how I feel.
I love you. I do not ever want to be with someone who says I'm too clingy.
That's not your whole personality now. I'm saying the last few days, you have been a little clingy.
Alright, well, expect a lot less from me now because that's fucking bullshit.
I love you, and I want to be with you, and I want a life with you.
You didn't kiss me once today.
I did.
You never tell me you love
kissed
me.
you twice.
Okay.
I can't believe she's counting and keeping track of how many kisses she got and how many I loves you she got, how many times he looked at her. What do you want from him? He's doing the best he can.
You started causing these problems and digging for shit the second you saw Jess's picture.
It's not about Jess at all.
I cooked you dinner. I
I'm
stayed by
thankful you cooked me
myself.
dinner. I'm
then
thankful.
I sat and watched your fucking show with you. And you say I'm too clingy. And then went upstairs and had sex with you? And I'm too clingy? That's so fucking
Well, if you're gonna bring
Wow.
up the sex, you're the one that wanted to have sex.
Yeah, I
Also,
did.
maybe wanted a little breather from that too.
He did not say that. Holy shit, Jimmy woke up and chose violence.
I'm so disrespectful. I'm so fucking tired of this shit.
Oh my God, if a guy told me that, I would simply die.
Don't leave me again. I didn't like that.
Leave you? Oh, I won't leave you. When I did text you and tell you I love you.
And you said, I didn't even want to have sex with you last night. I wanted to pull back.
I didn't mean I didn't want to have sex with you. What I meant to say was you initiated it, and I am happy you initiated it, so please don't. Please,
Wait, why are they so cute? What the hell is happening?
don't discontinue initiating it. Oh my God. Thanks for talking to me. Thanks for loving me.
You guys, I'm so confused. I feel like that was a genuine moment, but was it? Or is this show just fucking my head up? Like, I'm so confused. Or is he getting better at acting? I don't know.
Like this morning, I told him, I was like, I'm not initiating sex anymore. And he goes, babe, you said you're not initiating sex anymore. I need you to say that you're not going to do that anymore.
I don't think that's one thing that he would ever turn down. So.
Yeah, well, we love that. But
How do you know?
how emotional he is.
Oh, so he cried during.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. While y'all had
Okay.
sex?
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, so he cried during sex. How did his friend know? Like, she just called it out. Like, something's going on. That friend knows a little too much.
No, he did not.
Oh my God.
No, you did not.
I cried.
He did. You definitely did. You're a crier.
There it is. Yeah, smart Maddie.
Before we get to Laura and Jeramey, I want to quickly touch on AD and Clay and Amy and Johnny. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail, but I did want to just mention a few things about each of them. So AD meets Clay's mom and Clay's sister. They're lovely people. They like each other. They get along. The only thing is Clay and AD started to argue a little in front of them, and that was very uncomfortable. And also, Clay opened up to AD about how he grew up seeing his dad cheat on his mom. And after they got divorced, his dad has been seeing all types of women. And when his parents were still married, and I'm going to assume Clay was a kid, his dad would take him on his bang-a-hoe trips. And he keeps telling AD, I really don't want to be like my dad. I really hope I don't let you down. I really want to be faithful, but I don't know if I can. And that's a huge ass red flag, girl. Run. What are you doing? Now, Amy and Johnny, I mean, they're perfect. They're lovely. They're wonderful. They're so cute. Amy meets Johnny's two sisters, and I think one of the sisters' boyfriends or fiance or whatever. His sisters were awesome. They were so funny. You can tell that they're very, very close. So when all the couples were in the Dominican Republic, they were all banging. They all admitted to banging except for Kenneth and Brittany and Amy and Johnny. And I was shook because I thought if anything, they would be the first to bang, but no. And you want to know why? It's because Johnny is so paranoid of getting her pregnant. Because she's not on birth control. And when he found out she wasn't on birth control, he was so shocked because he thought women are all on birth control. I didn't really understand what the big problem was because birth control is 99% effective and condoms are 98% effective. So just rubber up, dude. Now we're going to talk about Laura and Jeramey. But before that, we see a scene of Jessica walking into a bar to meet up with Laura. And she spills the tea. Apparently, the day after everybody came back from the Dominican Republic, Jessica got a friend request from who? Jimmy. And she didn't want to accept it right away, so she let it sit there for a little bit. And then by the end of the night, she went back to check, and he withdrew the friend request, and he set his account on private.
So I'm like, ooh, he must be thinking about me.
You're not repulsed by it.
No.
Okay.
Laura had her own tea. She found out that Sarah Ann DM'd Jeramey, and she even took a screenshot from his phone and she shared it with Jessica.
I wanted to reach out and thank you for the experience we shared together. Getting to know you, opening up to you meant so much. If there's ever a chance your mind is shifting in your choice, I would love the opportunity to meet you.
Now for the juiciest part. Towards the end of episode 9, Laura and Jeramey have a very serious talk. And Laura confronts him about leaving the house at 10:45 at night. And do you want to know what time this came back? 6 in the morning.
You left at 10:45 and we're out till 5 something in the morning. The bars close at 2.
Why is he
What
just
were you doing until 5 o'clock in the morning?
Okay. And what about it?
I don't see why you can't just answer the question.
Yeah. This is a story. He was going to meet the guys at this karaoke bar, and then on his way to the bar, one of the guys from the pod told him the location changed to another bar.
Going to meet up at Lost and Found. When I was halfway there, got a text message from one of the guys from the pods saying, hey, Sarah's out here, just so you know. I directly was like, I'm probably going to turn around, and was like, no, you know what? I'm not going to let somebody else like dictate what I do.
So he goes to the bar. He sees Sarah Ann. She says hello. And then apparently she was like mad at him. And so he needed to find out why she was mad at him. And they ended up talking until 5 a.m. in the parking lot of the bar.
So yeah, we hung back and we talked about things.
You hung back with Sarah Ann and was talking till 5 a.m.
Yes.
Oh, that was a long pause. I think he had to think about what he was going to say.
Deal with it. You're like, oh, that's your issue, not mine. I told you.
What is there that you have to deal with?
What do you mean? The fact that you haven't shut shit down with Sarah Ann. You could have easily prevented all of this bullshit had you just responded appropriately. But no, you did nothing. You followed her back. You haven't taken any initiative to shut this shit down. So I'm just supposed to trust that you just supposedly had this lovely conversation where you did nothing but shut it down.
I understand how that can come across.
You must have left the door at least a little bit cracked open for her to think it was even remotely appropriate to reach out to you.
I'm sorry for that. But like as an extra layer of reassurance, like I shared my location with you. Like just so you knew exactly where I was at.
How was that supposed to give any reassurance? And I was asleep. So what exactly did you want me to do? Stay up and follow your car?
No.
Reassurance would be coming home at a decent hour, not 6 o'clock in the morning. Oh, but you shared your location, so I'm supposed to be good. Where were you?
In the parking lot.
You're just hanging out in the parking lot at Lost and Found till 5 something in the morning.
And she says, so you're going to deny leaving the bar? And he's like, huh? I don't want to talk about this right now. And you guys, Laura drops the mic because she was checking his location. She just wanted to catch him in a lie first.
You weren't at the parking lot of Lost and Found. Don't share your fucking location if you don't want me to check it at 5 a.m.
That's bullshit.
Great.
There's an alley that cuts back there.
You weren't even in South End. You were north of Uptown, which is where Sarah Ann lives.
So apparently, this is the tea. He allegedly left his phone inside the car where he parked at the bar. And remember, his location was on, so Laura could check his location anytime, and it would be at that bar. And then, allegedly, he went to Sarah Ann's apartment with her. But that's okay because his phone is in the car at the bar, so whenever Laura checks his location, it'll say the bar. There's no way she's gonna know that he's not at the bar. But wait, he has an Apple Watch, which he was wearing. Yeah, and his Apple Watch said he was in Sarah Ann's neighborhood, and that's how Laura knew. Damn! And you know what really just pissed me off? How Jeramey just sat there with his stupid little face acting like he did nothing wrong. I cannot wait until the next drop. I need to know what happened. Even though I'm so pissed off we didn't get Jeramey and Jimmy's initial reaction to Jessica. And I'm pretty sure Chelsea saw pictures of Trevor too, whatever. But you know what? This whole Laura and Jeramey thing made up for it. So I cannot wait until the next drop. I cannot wait. And today's Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday. 3 more days. Well, that's it for the recap for season 6, episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Love is Blind. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.